Hey guys, so I've got another video for you guys today, and today I'm going to be doing a book review. But before I get into the actual review, I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I actually chose this book. So pretty much, Kelly from Kellys BookSpill created this book challenge where it's like judge a book by its cover. So pretty much the challenge is every month you pick one book to read based solely on the cover of the book. So you don't read the synopsis, or you don't read the back of the book or the inside flap. You don't look it up on YouTube or Goodreads or any other sites. You basically just pick the book solely on the cover, the title, and pretty much judge the book based on that. You read it and then do a review of whether or not the book is as good as the cover led you to believe. And so I thought this was a really cool, interesting challenge. So I decided to start doing it. And so I will link Kelly's video down below. And so for this month, the book I chose is called, let me grab it, Sleep No More by Aprilynne Pike. And this book, when I saw it, I was like, the cover looked really intriguing. It's sort of like this face half covered up, and all you can really see is the eye, and looks like raindrops or something like all over the cover. And then there's like this little blurb right here on the side next to the title, and it says, "Forget the past, change the present, fight the future." And so when I saw it, I was intrigued. I was like, change the present, fight the future. That kind of sounds pretty interesting. So I was like, okay, I will get this book. And another cool little interesting story about this book is I got it from Changing Hands bookstore, which is the local bookstore in my town. And so that bookstore has a ton of books. They're about the same price as Barnes & Noble, but the cool thing about some of their books is like they'll have a lot of them that are autographed by the author. And so when I bought this one, and I opened it up and I saw it was an autographed copy with the author's name, and down below it says, "Don't close your eyes." So I thought that was pretty cool. My first autographed book from an author. Anyway, so this book is basically about a girl named Charlotte who is an oracle, so she can see the future, and she learns from a pretty young age. Like, she started having visions, I think, around 3 or something, and then when she's 6, she had a vision which she tried to change, and it just made things worse. And so she learned pretty early on from her aunt. Her aunt basically told her these 3 main rules that she has to follow, pretty much. The first one is never reveal you're an oracle to anyone except another oracle. Number 2, fight your visions with all your strength. Never surrender, never give up, don't close your eyes. And the whole don't close your eyes is like, I guess they explain later on in the book that when you close your eyes, it's harder to fight off the visions. But if you try to keep your eyes open, you have more of a chance to fight the visions. And then number 3 is never under any circumstances change the future. So those are the 3 rules she basically has been taught to live by. Don't change the future, fight off your visions, because if you just let the visions come and you see the vision, you're going to be tempted to want to change the future, especially if it's a bad vision. You're going to want to change something. So that's the whole reason for fighting off the vision. And of course, never tell anyone except another oracle that you're an oracle. So basically, Charlotte in this book, she has been taught by her aunt these 3 rules, but there's still a whole bunch of secrets that her aunt is keeping, and she doesn't really know too much about oracles and their powers and how it works and stuff. But Charlotte one day gets a vision of one of her classmates being brutally murdered. And they live in a town where it says there's not much crime in the town. The worst thing that happens is a bunch of kids stealing liquor from the drugstore, or a domestic disturbance type of thing. But they don't really have much crime in this town. It's kind of a small town, and so when one of her classmates is brutally murdered, everyone in town is all freaked out. And then more and more kids start getting murdered, and realize they have a serial killer on their hands. And so Charlotte meets this guy named Smith, who tells her he knows about her being an oracle and her powers, and that he knew another oracle before as well. And he tells her, I can help you. I can help you with their powers. I can help you manipulate your vision to change the future. And so she basically gets help from him, and together they're trying to catch this serial killer. So that's basically what the book is about. I thought it was an interesting world, interesting concept. I liked it. I really did like it. I just expected more. I don't know, I guess covers can be misleading, because it's just based on the cover and the title. I expected this super great epic book that I'm just going to totally fall in love with, and it's going to become one of my favorites. And yeah, that just did not happen. I did like it though. I did enjoy it. I gave it 3.5 stars. I thought the world was interesting. The mystery was kind of interesting, though the killer was sort of predictable who it was. But in the end, you find out something about the killer that I didn't expect. So that was kind of surprising what you find out about him. But yeah, other than that, the characters, I didn't connect so much with the characters, and at times I was sort of frustrated with them. Charlotte, I was frustrated with her at times because she would make these really ridiculous decisions that I'm like, are you trying to get killed? There's a serial killer out there somewhere, you're really asking to get killed. So, yeah, her decisions at times frustrated me. And then also, her aunt, I got pretty mad at her aunt by the end of this book because I was like, you know what, if you weren't keeping so many damn secrets and you told her the truth, none of this would have happened to begin with. So, yeah, I was sort of mad at her aunt for keeping secrets. Which I don't even know why she kept all those stuff secret from her. It didn't even really explain why her aunt wouldn't tell her or why she had to keep all this a secret. And she had books and like tons of books and journals and stuff in her room about about oracles and different creatures and stuff, and she would never let Charlotte read any of the books. She would never answer really her questions when she would ask, and I'm just like, why is everything so secretive? Like, why can't she know these things? But then finally at the end, the aunt was like, you know what, if I had told you this before, you would have been aware and none of this would have happened. So I'm going to tell you everything now. Which is kind of like, ugh. But anyway, yeah, so the characters didn't connect too much with them, but they were okay. The relationship and the story with Charlotte and Lyndon, I was kind of like, I mean, it was just an okay relationship to me. I wasn't really rooting for them to be together or not be together or whatever. It was just okay relationship, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. I'm trying to see if I wrote down anything else in my notes that I want to talk about, and I don't think so. So, pretty much that is my thoughts and opinions on the book. I would recommend it. I mean, I thought it was interesting. The world, at least, was very interesting. And the whole concept with the oracles and other supernatural beings was interesting. Now, when I went to Goodreads after I read this book, I went on Goodreads to rate it, and I noticed on Goodreads it said this was book 1, so I guess there's gonna be more, as this is gonna be a series maybe. But the way that they ended this book, the way it ended and wrapped up, it's a pretty good standalone. So, I mean, I guess I could see where there's room to do more with it, but I thought it was a pretty good standalone. It wrapped up very well. There weren't any cliffhangers or any loose ends. So, yeah. Anyway, those are my thoughts. And you guys should probably check this out. It's pretty good. So, I will see you guys next time for another video. The next one, I'll probably be doing a review on To All the Boys I Loved Before. So I'll probably be doing that sometime this weekend maybe. But I will see you guys next time with another video. Bye.